without saying anything.
We're back after
Few months.
like 4,
4 months, yeah.
5 months, maybe. No, not 5. I think
It's
like
been 4 months.
Yeah, something like that.
So, like we said in the last podcast, main thing was that we're gonna do a season thing. We're
Yeah,
gonna do like a season 1, season 2.
yeah,
So this is the first episode of season 2.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then you leave me for a summer.
Yeah. Dude, a lot happened.
Yeah,
A lot happened since the last time we've been talking
yeah.
on the podcast.
Dude, there's been I don't even know what happened. So
The whole football season happened.
yeah, so me and you, we coached a whole football season.
Oh, dude, before that even starts, I moved across the country.
Yeah, bro's literally moved across the country, but he still comes here for school,
Yeah.
which is dope. So we could still continue doing this.
Yeah.
But over the summer, that's where kind of our summer break is.
Yeah.
This is basically school for us, at least
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And then I get my summer break. But yeah. So what's the last update with you?
Okay, so we moved in June, so like late June. It was kind of like, okay, so we unofficially announced it, but like the only people that knew was just like our close family and you,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But you found out as soon as we were thinking about it, honestly.
Yeah, you've been talking to me about it even when you said you guys were looking.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you've been in the loop.
Yeah.
So, like me, like I don't know if you guys have noticed in the podcast yet, but like me and Dylan are basically brothers at this point. So, like he knows
gotta
everything
sign the
that.
papers.
Yeah. So basically, he knows what happens in my household. I know what happens in his household, stuff like that. His parents are like second parents to me, and then my parents are second parents to you, most likely.
Yes, sir.
But so we were in talks about this in like January. Certain like financial things that came up, like lease and all that and whatnot. That was starting to come up, the deadlines, all that. So finally pulled the trigger, made the decision, moved across the country. So that was an experience, dude. Like, because that was my first time driving longer than 4 hours. And it was a 14-hour drive.
14, dude. I did the longest I've ever driven. I think it was Florida, 18 hours.
Yeah, dude, it's no joke.
Yeah, it's crazy. But and then I think like my second longest is me and my parents. We took a trip to South Dakota. Went to see
Actually,
Mount Rushmore.
I did do a trip like that. We went to South Dakota State for my brother's
okay.
visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I think South Dakota is shorter than Florida. It has to be.
Yeah,
But-
it's shorter.
But yeah, still super long drive.
Yeah.
It gets to you after a while.
Dude, like, okay, I think 6 hours in it really got to me.
Yeah.
But like so my thing is just like when it's dark outside, I want to drive.
Yeah.
Put me behind the wheel.
Yeah.
The only reason why is just because like I feel like I'm so locked in at night, and like specifically on the highway, like
Mhm.
the only thing you're really dealing with is just the lines.
Yeah.
The only time I really switched with my brother was like when it was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Mm.
We didn't get there till like, so we left at 3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Hit the road 3:45, 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get there till 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Yeah,
around there.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
It's like you say like 14-hour drive, but then like the actual when you start to end, it's like that's an entire day.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Dude, it was fun though. Like I'll tell you that much. Like,
You see a bunch of cool stuff on the road,
you might. This is the thing too. Is like when I move back full time,
Mhm.
you're gonna probably drive with me if you're down.
I'm down.
Yeah. So because we gotta take my car,
I bet.
so it would be me and you most likely.
Hell yeah.
But that drive was probably so fun just because of the fact that like there's so much you can see,
Yeah.
specifically in St. Louis. Yeah, we literally stopped and when we did like a sightseeing tour
Oh,
around
for real?
there, just because it's like how their roads are connected,
Uh-huh.
specifically in the city,
Yeah.
was that you can look at the arch, you can go around, see the Cardinal Stadium, you can see where the Rams used to play, all that stuff, like
Yeah.
all in that area, and then you can hop back out and go
Yeah.
south.
Have
basically.
you been up in the arch though?
No, I have not.
Dude,
I've
it's
seen pictures,
crazy.
dude. I've seen
It is
pictures.
crazy. Obviously, like when you're looking on the side across the Mississippi into
Yeah.
Illinois, it's just like dead, like
Yeah.
just flat, and it's like, all right, that's boring. And then you look
Right.
at like downtown St. Louis, and it's pretty dope.
It's a nice city.
Yeah,
It's just small, very small.
yeah. It's just I don't know. I hear a bunch of good things, but when I
Yeah.
was there, I was just like, this isn't a place I would choose to live at.
Yeah, their roadways are so much more simpler than like
Yeah.
downtown Chicago here.
Yeah.
I literally went to I did like a trip just because like I needed a mental break.
Mhm.
So I took a trip to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And dude, I love the city, but like the driving there is
Yeah,
impossible.
it sucks. It does suck. But once you're parked and you're walking around, like I don't know what it is, and this is partially why like I love winter and like me as
I
a
love the
person,
city of Chicago in winter.
I have to like experience all seasons
Hmm.
or be in a place that has all these seasons is like the vibe of like New York and Chicago like
It's
during Christmas time.
completely different.
Bro, it's so
It's
cool.
completely
Like
different.
dude, I just love the vibe. It's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like, that's the one reason. Like, when everyone asked me, like, "Oh, that's kind of weird. Why would you go to the city by yourself?"
Yeah.
I love when it gets cold,
Yeah.
and specifically in the city. It was like
Yep.
30 degrees when it was out when I was
Yeah.
there, dude. It was
Yeah, you got the
so
lake
fun.
effect and all that.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to the story. We went through St. Louis, dude. Missouri itself is just a far freaking drive, bro.
Yeah.
It's just nonstop. But
Hmm.
went there, lived, so helped move in, lived there for a month or two. I already knew I was coming back,
Yeah.
but I didn't really want to announce it. But I was coaching
Yeah.
at the high school we went to, and my report day was July 8th, so I came back a month after we moved in, basically, maybe 2 weeks
Hmm.
after we moved in. Came back, um, started that up, man. Yeah. So how has your break been?
So over the summer, so honestly, so when we I think we uploaded the last two episodes before this one, I think I announced that I'd bought a Corvette. So
Yeah,
all summer was just doing a bunch of stuff with that. And I mean, even now I'm still buying parts for that car.
yeah.
And
Corvette's awesome, dude.
yeah, it's so fun. Dude, the interior is gonna be completely different
Mm-hmm.
pretty soon. But yeah, honestly, just Corvette. And then ooh, I got a new job. That's probably the biggest thing too.
Yeah.
Got a new job. I quit the wheel repair job.
Yep.
Just wasn't working out. Wasn't, you know, what I wanted, what I got that job. The reason why I got into that job, like that whole purpose of it wasn't fulfilling. It
Yeah.
just wasn't working out. So I got a job that pays tremendously better.
Awesome.
And
Great pay.
I think it has way better skills like HVAC, plumbing, electrical. Like I think
Yeah.
those skills are just more important than just fixing a curved wheel.
Right.
Because you could curb a wheel and just deal with it.
Yeah.
Like that's like you can drive on a curved wheel.
Right.
But I mean, your AC goes out, your heater goes out. You need to get
You
those
need
are
to get that
things
fixed.
you need to get fixed. So it's more purpose, more fulfilling, like fixing those
I
problems with
feel like
better
it's more
skills.
diverse.
Yeah, more diverse. Like it's good pay as well. Like super good pay. You know, no plans on quitting that job anytime soon, but
Yeah.
it's paying the bills easily, so
Yeah.
which is very nice. And then also coaching too.
Oh, dude.
You told me about what you were doing, so I was like, hey, let me hop on the train too.
Oh, dude, you got to tell the full story of how that happened. Because at first you weren't even like,
How did it?
because we even brought it up on the podcast. Like, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to be coaching at high school. Like, I want to do that. And then you're like,
Honestly, it was just like it was one of those things where you were like, yeah, bro, I'm doing this. I was like, dang, what? Like, I want to do it
yeah,
too.
because like, so this what happened. So this what happened. We were talking about it on the podcast, like as a joke. And then I was like, oh, dude, I actually want to do it. Emailed the coach. He's like, oh, of course, like you're an alum.
Hmm.
Like, and I knew some of the coaches there. Got me in, got a stipend. Like I was on stipend for the
Yeah.
season. It
Yeah.
was awesome. But so then he hit me up. Dylan hit me up, and he was like, "Oh, what are you doing right now?" I was like, "Oh, I'm at work." And you're like, "Work? What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, I'm coaching." Oh, he goes, "Dude, that's sick."
I forgot about that call.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I'm at work." He's like, "Oh, that's sick, dude. You're coaching right now, and you're
Yeah.
getting paid to do it." I was like, "Yeah." So then you came because you're like, "Oh, I might say what's good to like some of the coaches
Yeah.
that I knew and like some of the players that we went to school with." Like
Yeah.
we graduated in 2022.
Yeah.
So the seniors now are like that are going to be graduating. They were freshmen when we were seniors.
Right.
So obviously we knew the kids. And so he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna say what's up to the boys. I'm gonna say what's up to the coaches, whatever." And then you got there, you saw me at the freshman practice field,
Mhm.
and you're like, "No, I'm not being here. I'm going to the varsity." So then you shook up with us,
Yeah.
shook up with the freshman coaches, and then went to the varsity field. And then you came back. He's like, "Bro, I'm coming back." and then you were just shadowing for like the first few days,
Yeah.
and then that's when you hopped on staff
Yeah.
at during picture day. I remember that
Yeah,
now.
my first like I think picture day was my first day or it was like the first like, hey, come, just meet like head coach was like, yeah, come meet us here
Yeah,
and then get you rolling. But
which was the worst time ever because picture day is a whole mess in itself.
yeah, I was just like waiting on the side, waiting for all this stuff to be done, and then
Yeah,
like, I was just like, oh, this is a cluster. But
yeah,
yeah, pretty much I hopped on the varsity staff, and you were on the freshman staff.
yeah.
Which thinking about it, I wish I was on freshman
Dude,
just
freshman
because of
staff
the
was so
time
fun.
commitment.
Yeah,
But honestly, the experience I had on the varsity staff
yeah,
was like I actually liked it. It
yeah.
was more like holy shit, like
Right.
it was for real.
Hmm.
Like you gotta study film, you gotta, and obviously like even when we were players, we were still
Right.
doing that.
Yeah.
But
It's just a different level.
as far as like, because you have to make the scout cards, you gotta watch the other team, their
Right.
tendencies, all this stuff. It's like
Yeah.
there's so much more added on stuff, and you get like a behind the scenes of like how you kind of think about the players versus like when you're the player, like
And like you don't know how
where's
to
the coach gonna put me,
right.
So
And like the coaches are all cool. I mean, they can't say anything.
yeah,
And then you get into the coaches meetings. Oh my
yeah,
god, dude. Dude, they were no joke.
dude, those are good times.
But like I remember, okay, so I remember when so this was like their first game. Um I was still only the so I was only the All right, let me backtrack. So when I joined the coaching staff, it was kind of weird how it was all set up because I told you about my interview. It was like 30 minutes long
Yeah,
just to find out that it was just a position I've never coached.
yeah,
So I was a receiver DB coach for the freshman level. And then we hired a new coach on staff. So then I went to quarterbacks and linebackers, which is
Yeah.
what I'm naturally more known for.
mm-hmm.
So I coached quarterbacks, linebackers first game, and then the defensive coordinator spot was handed to me, and after that, I basically ran with it. Like
Yeah.
I believe I did like decent job. Tried my best.
Oh hell yeah.
It was tough. It was tough because like I'm gonna get into that a lot later. I mean, this can be a long podcast if I talked about it, like the intricacies of it. But
Yeah.
it was like it was really like a eye opener on how
Mhm.
much you have to understand. But then
Yeah.
when you hopped on staff, that was fun too because
Yeah.
basically three of us, so me, you, and this other coach, were the youngest on the staff, and we're all 20, 21.
Yeah. Dude, it's just cool. Just
Yeah.
guys being dudes.
Yeah, dude, it was so fun.
It was
so
so
fun.
it was so fun. And obviously, like the end of the season, like record wise, it wasn't what anybody wanted.
Right.
It's what nobody wants. But at the end of the day, it's just like I think a lot of us just grew better as coaches, better as players. So I
Yeah.
mean, overall, it was I think a successful season.
Yeah.
In
From what
some
we learned.
aspects, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I did this. So you were on stipend.
Yeah.
I did this completely free.
Yeah, which is crazy to me.
I was literally slaving away. Like, so what were my hours? So I start work around 6, get off around 2,
Yep.
and then practice until around 6. So that's 12-hour day.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy to me.
4 of the hours were free. I didn't get paid. I didn't
Yeah.
get no stipends. Obviously, I only coached for the season, and then Maz obviously coached from summer camp until the end
Right.
of the season. So,
Yeah.
but dude, yeah, I did that for free.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Like I honestly, like I'm not mad that I didn't get paid.
Right.
Would have been nice.
It's just gonna be different expectations next year.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, I would think about doing it again. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, and like I was kind of like disheartened at first when I was like, "Oh, why am I not on varsity?" But then like 3 weeks and I was like, "Thank God I'm not on varsity." Because dude, the time commitment is no
Yeah.
joke.
Especially with you in school
Yeah.
and track. Like
Yeah.
that's
It was
a
no
lot.
joke because like this was my schedule was Mondays, Wednesdays. I had class at 9:30,
Yeah.
so I'd leave the house at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, I would have class at 11,
Uh-huh.
but I'd still leave the house like a little earlier just
Uh-huh.
to get my workout in.
Yeah.
So then I'd go to class. Monday, Wednesdays, I would have 2 classes, and then Tuesdays I would have 2 classes. Thursday, 1 class. So I'd have my 2 classes, be done at 1. Then and then before track season started, I was just doing my own workout. So so it was 1 o'clock. Then I do a little bit of studying until 1:30, 2
Mhm.
o'clock,
Yeah.
and then head straight to practice. And then I'd coach to practice till 6 o'clock, and then I'd go to the school track,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd run my practice. And
Yeah,
then
that's
I didn't
wild.
get home till 9 o'clock every day. 10 o'clock. Yeah. And
That's
then
wild.
I wouldn't go to sleep until 1 o'clock because I'm watching film,
Yeah.
doing homework, watching more film.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was different level.
Yeah.
But
That was tough.
it was fun. I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie, like
definitely fun.
this, it was so fun looking at it in hindsight.
Yeah.
Specifically, like, yeah, it was like that was the busiest I've ever been in my life and most stressed I've been in my life.
Yeah.
But that stress was fun
Yeah.
because like you got to see the result of your work and you got
Yeah.
to see how much the kids really loved
Yeah.
the passion that you brought to the sport.
Yeah.
So it was really fun for me.
Yeah. And the relationship you grow with the kids too is really
Oh,
cool too.
100%. Yeah.
Also, for me, I'm a very good spender with money.
Yeah.
Try not to be, but I'm D1. I'm
D1
just
at spending.
D1 Heisman at spending money.
Yeah.
Um, and it definitely like took up so much time that I wasn't able to spend my money.
Yeah.
Which is, I
great.
was like, all right, bet. Like, I'm not spending money. I'm just getting gas and going to work and practice. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. Now that football's done and I'm just working, now I've just been spending money.
Spending money away.
Yeah, but obviously I'm still saving a lot.
But
So
yeah. Another thing that I started to pick up on was like I started listening more podcasts again.
yeah,
But now it was more on like how to be a better defensive coordinator podcast.
really,
Like there's
they
literally
have
like
podcasts like that.
yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like
That makes sense.
it's literally called like football podcast.
Uh-huh.
But there's different coaches that come on
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like how to be better, but like I just listen to different coaches' perspectives on like what types of fronts they use and like how they use their players and like
Yeah.
how to put your players in the best position possible. Obviously, I'm the freshman defensive coordinator, so like I had to follow varsity,
Yeah.
but I did change a few things up. Like there's certain things that I did differently. Like for example, like I don't know if anybody would understand this, but you would. But our will,
Mhm.
I just walked him down as a true anchor,
Yeah.
and our anchor would just be our speed rusher.
Right.
So I literally learned that off the podcast, just because like, what's the point of having three linebackers if you're not gonna have an RPO heavy team?
Right.
That's what I was big on.
Yeah.
Was like if you're gonna have a three linebacker set, run a shell behind it, so like the two safety look,
Mm-hmm.
and then have a four down front.
Yeah.
That's so my perfect ideal situation would be base, which is a four-man front, three linebackers, even two linebackers depending on what it is,
Mm-hmm.
and then two really smart safeties.
Yeah.
And then if it's a two linebacker set, then three very smart safeties that can basically rotate and spin. So spin just means like the third linebacker would go back and then the left side guy would walk up.
Yeah.
So that would be the most ideal because it makes my life easy by giving a combo call.
Mm-hmm.
I would give two calls and then they just have fun.
Yeah.
But, I just wasn't able to do as much. I got to do a little bit of that,
Yeah.
which was very successful for us. Because so I'm gonna explain a little bit about it. What happened was like the first two games, I was very scared. Not like scared, but like I was very nervous about the fact that okay, I got the defense coordinator position just randomly,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, I have to follow varsity to the T because you never know when these guys are gonna get moved up. And then after the
Yeah.
third game, I'm like, nah, screw this, because my pride is on the line at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm gonna do what I want, and I'm only gonna talk to the head coach because we're completely different entities. The freshman level and the varsity level were completely different entities at the time.
Yeah.
So I talked to the freshman head coach about it. He's like, dude, do your thing. After that, I think so. We went from an average of we put up or so our offense on the freshman level averaged around like 6 points, maybe less a game. Our defense was giving up 50 points a game in those first 3 weeks, freshman wise.
Mm-hmm.
After that, like I did the statistics, we were giving up 12 points a game defensively. So I think it's also because of the strength of the schedule, but I also feel like it's because I was less nervous and I got to call my game with confidence.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And me, I was all over the place.
yeah,
At the beginning, I was helping out receivers, which is obviously the position I played, so
right.
it made a lot of sense for me. I was confident in coaching, like, hey, this is how you do it. Here's the technique, blah, blah, blah. And eventually, I just got transferred over to coach DBs,
Yeah.
which
was completely random. It was like the most
Yeah.
random thing ever.
yeah, it made sense because of what was happening.
Coaching staff, yeah.
But as far as just like, there was no warning, like, hey, we're just gonna need you as DB's coach.
It would
I was
literally
like,
happen
oh,
from
okay.
one day to another. Like
And-
you were like one day you're a receiver
Yeah.
coach, next day you're DB coach. It was crazy to me.
Yeah, and if I were to coach any other position besides receiver, it would be DB because obviously as a receiver you have to know how a DB thinks and how they're gonna react to what you do.
Yeah.
So it was not that much different. It was just okay. Now I could just tell these DBs like, hey, this is what a receiver wants to do. This is what they're gonna do. This is what their coach should do, depending on how they're lined up. Blah blah blah.
Right.
So this is how you have to react. This is how you have to, open up your hips and bail and all that. So
Yeah.
it's it honestly wasn't that much of a difference. I mean, I'm glad I wasn't like line coach. I don't know.
Dude, that would be crazy.
Yeah, if
If
I
they
was
moved you
like
to like O-line.
something like random like
Yeah.
linebackers or something, which I guess
Yeah.
wouldn't be bad, but like I don't know anything. So if I were to coach anything, it'd be the receivers or DBs. That's it.
Yeah. And like also the one fun thing about being a freshman coach was like, yeah, I had my varsity responsibilities of outside linebackers, but I kind of took that upon myself because I think that the outside linebacker position in that defense that we did run, I'm not going to get into specifics just because, but the defense that we did run, the outside linebacker position, it has to be coached a different way than the inside linebacker position.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, and I understand like even the linebacker coach is like, dude, like it's a completely different system. Like you need to take them.
Yeah.
So we and I talked to the defensive coordinator. We all came to agreement about it. So I took the outside linebackers week 2. That was the when we officially did the merger.
Mm-hmm.
And like yeah, that was my only responsibility besides like charting plays.
Yeah.
So it was just so fun because I had no stress on me. I was like, hey, we already played our game. We're done.
Yeah.
So it was just fun enjoying the experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I think it was good. Like for me, I don't know what it was, but just ever since we graduated, I would always just think about football,
Yeah.
like good old times.
Yeah,
No,
right.
but it was just like I think it was good closure for me too. It was like okay, I got to experience Friday Night Lights one more time. I got to
Yeah.
coach. Like that was something I think I've wanted to always do.
Right.
Just like ooh, I want to coach football. So I try to do it with your little brother's team, but then
Yeah.
the guy's like, no, you can't. You're not a licensed coach.
Yeah,
Blah blah blah.
that blew me out. Like
I was like,
that got me
what?
so
I've already
mad.
been here like 2 weeks, brother. Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
It got me so mad because the crazy thing is like the only issue with that was just like the training.
Yeah.
And the only training
I
you had
did
to
all the
do.
training, dude.
And dude, that's the
That's
crazy
crazy,
thing too is
really
like
wild.
he did the training and
Mhm.
the only reason he wasn't allowed on there was because he
Was it
didn't
my
have the
age?
physical certification.
Is that what it was?
It's because we
Or
had
was it
the
my age?
no, me and you were the same age.
Ah, sure.
So like the only issue was just like you had the training done. The only thing that didn't happen was that we didn't send over the physical copy of the training because we had it done,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't need like we thought that okay, he's done. It should go through the portal.
Yeah.
It's Pop Warner, so it should just go through the Pop Warner portal.
Yeah.
It didn't go through.
Oh,
So
that's
then they
what it
were
was.
just like,
Okay.
yeah, and then they were just like, yo, like, I get it, kid safety. I
Mhm.
mean, it's completely different than high school.
Yeah.
But the thing is like you did the training,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the thing that just blew me out. Like I was like, bro,
Yeah. That's is what it is.
yeah.
But
But
oh,
high
man,
school
what
coaching was so fun.
what else happened with us?
Football.
Football. You moved across the country.
Yep.
I
We haven't
think,
seen each other in a while.
We have not. And here's the other thing, guys. We said I think last time we were gonna come back in like August or September because
Yeah.
that's when the school season started. So it
Yeah.
was like, all right, bet he'll be back here for school, so we'll just
Yeah.
start back up then. Well, we decided to coach football, so
And it was a lot.
9+ straight weeks is just how many was it like total of 11, right? Because I think I joined like 2 weeks before.
Yeah. And then we joined.
one.
Yeah. So you joined the scrimmage week. So 11
I think the
weeks.
week before.
Yeah. So 11 weeks.
Yeah, so that was like super busy. There was
Yeah.
like no time to figure anything out, and it was just like
We completely forgot about it. And I remember like
Yeah.
Dylan walked up to me, I think it was like week 7, week 8. He's like, dude, what are we going to do about this podcast? Like the first thing he started with, hey man, I love you, bro. And I was like, I love you too, man. He's like, what are we going to do about this podcast, bro? I was like, I have no
I
idea.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what though. After week 1, when I woke up Saturday morning,
Yeah.
I haven't been through a Friday night like that since high school when we were
Yeah.
playing. Dude, I woke up so tired and achy and sore.
Yeah.
My
Like you
voice
played
was
the game.
gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. I was like, God dang, dude.
Yeah, but it was also a bad first game, dude.
Yeah. It was all right.
Yeah.
We
But
connected on a couple throws, but
yeah.
don't always go your way,
Yeah. I mean,
You shouldn't have bet on them.
but like to be fair, like with what we had to deal with as a coaching staff, we did the best we could.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd never thought about that either. Was like the amount of adversity we had,
Yeah.
like in just the program.
The program, yeah, not just the coach, the whole program. We
I
had
mean,
injuries.
we
We
had-
had
yeah.
less
We
less
just-
turnover. It was
Yeah,
bad.
We faced a lot of adversity, and I think we just handled it well. We did what we could with it.
100%.
So I mean, I think a bunch of people, I think everybody just grew as a person from it. So I think that's just
Yeah.
kind of what we have to take from it. So,
I was talking to you know what's funny is I was talking to my old college coach
uh-huh.
the other day, and I was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's like, "Hey bro, like missing you for real," all that stuff, right? So I just brought it up as a joke. I was like, "What do you think about me come coach like a little GA spot?" And he's like, "Dude, we need one." So I was like, "Nah, do not tempt me right now. Do not tempt me." I was just like, he's like, "But like, what would you want to do about it?" I was like, "Dude, I just miss the complexity of college,
hmm
dude. Like when I tell you, this is like." From high school to college, it's like from understanding the complexity of it as a player, it's like going from I don't know how to put this in actual like layman terms or like terms that people would understand. It's like reading. Okay, I'll put it like this: it's from learning the alphabet to reading Shakespeare. Best way to put it.
That's
You're
crazy.
learning the alphabet.
Yeah.
Next, right after that, you're learning Shakespeare. That's how complex college can really get.
Yeah.
And I miss that. It
Yeah.
was so much. It was so much knowledge, but it was so much fun at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, do not tempt me, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Um, anything else besides football that really happened with us was just like school has been so busy for me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Like, don't even get me started. So I'm taking 6 classes and 2 of them are online. So I don't even have to show up to class.
hmm
I just do the stuff at home. It's just like doing tasks
Yeah.
or assignments.
Yep.
Um, these other 4 classes are like, one of them's easy.
hmm
Um, 2 of them are easy. The rest of them are cooked. Um, so the one class that I do think that would help was that Photoshop class I was talking about.
mm
So I'm taking this class where I'm learning Photoshop, I'm learning Illustrator, I'm learning InDesign. The only thing I don't get to learn is Premiere Pro, which
mm
is like how to edit videos.
Right.
I requested for it in the class. She's like, no. I was like, okay, my bad.
All right.
It's
Damn.
just the only reason why is because we're a how to say 2-dimensional or like still image class.
Mm.
So we're focused on still images
Yeah.
and not full immersed into
Motion capture.
motion capture
Yeah.
and then like different aspects and all that. So I was like,
hmm
okay. Um, but yeah, like I get to learn cool stuff about the body in my biochem class.
Anatomy.
Yeah, dude, I literally learned. So if you're how to make drugs basically.
Bro, what?
Yeah, so like I'm
Breaking
taking
Bad
another
over.
class.
That's
Yeah, so
crazy.
I'm literally taking a class next semester on how drugs are created. So like I can it's basically like a
Like cocaine?
yeah, or like more like medicinal
Ah, not
fentanyl.
not them street drugs.
No, like fentanyl, Tylenol. Um so if it says all at the end, there's an alcohol group connected to it. I can tell you
Alcohol.
that much. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
OH. Yep.
Interesting. Now I know that.
But fentanyl, that's different because it's NYL. So like doing
Okay.
how people say fentanyl,
Yeah.
but it's fentanyl.
Oh,
YL.
yeah.
It's a completely different group at the end of it. So it's pretty cool.
Interesting. What's the
Um
grouping of that? The YL.
the Y so it's NYL. I couldn't tell you. But if I had to guess,
Yeah,
it
you're
would
really
be
learning a lot.
yeah, right? I haven't taken the class yet, bro. But yeah. Uh from my guess it would be an alkyne group, which is a carbon triple bonded to another carbon.
mm.
But yeah.
Life.
But yeah, this biochem class I'm learning about how so for example, if you took like if I'm building a certain drug and like the drug is for your it's a very effective drug to stop it's an antibiotic,
Mm.
right?
hmm
So to stop the antibiotic is that you have to kill it through its enzymes and you have to turn off certain enzymes.
hmm
So they're called inhibitors.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
Sounds lit.
Yeah, I have to take an exam about it on Thursday.
Are you excited?
Nope.
Yeah. Typical.
Yeah.
Um. What else? Oh, my detailing biz. That's pretty
Oh
much.
yeah.
That
Dude,
pretty
you
much.
gotta start promoting that
Dude,
again.
speaking of promoting, well, it's kind of like getting cold out.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
it's
have my
kind of
own
hard.
shop. I'm broke.
Yeah.
So, it's like hard. Like honestly, the only thing I could really do right now is like if somebody drops off their car, I could do an interior detail while I
Hmm.
have the heater running in my garage.
Yeah.
That's like all I could really do.
Right.
Like I can't power wash inside my garage. I don't have any drainage system, and
Yeah.
all that wood would get wet. So,
Oh, dude, if you yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of
Aerating the wood for no
yeah,
reason.
pretty much. And but what I am doing is putting business cards. So right now, tomorrow I'm gonna drop them off at one more place. So I would have after I drop it off at this one place tomorrow, I'll have 3 locations that I have business cards in.
There is another location I know about. Um, it's in Joliet.
Let me know.
I'll tell you right after the podcast.
I bet.
It's off of Route 30. I'll tell you that much.
Is it the barbershop?
Coffee place.
Oh, even better. Okay,
Yeah.
bet. Is it the one you were at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
saw you with like some huzzes. No,
Nah.
with the
You'll never see me with huzz. You'll never see me with huzz.
I don't even know why I said huzzes. Oh my god.
Brain rot's getting to you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna end it all right now.
Yeah, it's getting to me too.
Dude, I try so hard not to doom scroll.
In the presence of the huzz.
God, that's such a stupid word.
Yeah.
I think that's why I said it, just because it'll probably get attention.
Yeah.
That's why people make videos nowadays, just to get attention.
Yeah. But no, like that coffee place, they do.
It looked good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. In the background, single, I was like, that looks
It's
like
a fire
solid.
spot, and it's like very small,
Mhm.
very small spot, fire spot.
Yeah.
You can literally ask them, and they'll put it on the side, and there's a bunch of business cards, and you can just add yours, and yours will pop, 100%.
Bet. All right. Yeah, because I'm gonna do that. I just need. So is it like you hang them up or you just set them down on?
You set them down on the table.
Okay. Because those little like card holders.
Yeah.
I have one, but it's
Mhm.
like a 4-decker.
Oh yeah.
It's just and you can. It's just so big.
Yeah.
And
No, I think you can
bought-
set multiple down too.
yeah, because I went to the office place and they just had like single ones, so
Yeah.
that's what I've been buying. But I bought all of theirs. They only
Right.
had 3 on the stock, so I just bought
Yeah.
all of them. And so I'm about to use my last one up tomorrow, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna have to go back and get more
Also, a random thing. Make sure to remind me to download a software onto your computer,
for to do what?
Adobe, all of Adobe, so I can connect you to everything, and then so I
Yeah.
can teach you it.
Is it like in the subscription?
Yeah, it's part of my subscription.
So
You would have it for a minimum of 2 years,
okay.
and
So
then
I know like with the college classes, you get like all of Adobe for only like $25 a month.
$0 a month.
So you just get all of Adobe for free.
Yep. I get Adobe InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop.
Because like the
Premiere
whole
Pro.
thing is like 100 and something.
Yeah, so
200 something.
it's all connected to this thing called the Creative Cloud,
Right. I've heard of it.
and the Creative Cloud is what you have to download the software of each Adobe to.
I think I have it. I
Yeah.
think I have all that software. I just don't have like a subscription in place for it.
I can just use my account.
Because I used to have a subscription for
Yeah.
it, and I was just like, all right, I'm not using any of this stuff.
Just use my account. Just don't click on any of like because those are my actual projects. So
Yeah,
just
I'm
don't
not
click
gonna-
on my
yeah.
stuff. If you want to work on it, just click new and then just do your own thing.
Okay.
But I'll show you how to use every single one. It's pretty easy. It's very simple, surprisingly. I can teach you. It's very fast.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
I was like even thinking like for like a new thumbnail design using some AI stuff.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah. But dude, AI is so weird to me.
Dude, you can use AI in Adobe.
Dude, AI is so weird to me.
Yeah.
It almost creeps me out, but
Yeah.
also it's like, okay, it's just AI.
Yeah.
Because there's times where I want to just give me an AI image with words that I'm putting in,
Right.
but they're like, oh, here's an example of how for the best like quality photo you want, this is
Yeah.
how you have to describe it. You can't just put like color the object doing this or in this setting, blah
Right.
blah blah.
Well, it's not creative.
Yeah, it's not. And it's like you put those like just handful of words and it gives you
Yeah.
something so off. But
Yeah.
once you actually like describe like every like, oh, the sun like
Yeah.
shining through the clouds at like
Right.
5 p.m. in Arizona, like
Yeah.
something so random. It's
It
like
has to be so specific for it
Yeah.
to actually even be close.
and that's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, I'm not trying to,
Right.
do
all that.
Yeah, I could just draw this and
Yeah.
call it a day.
Like AI for like people that aren't in school that listen to this, like AI is probably one of the best study tools I've been using besides Anki. Anki's just like another like software that I use for decks and like how to memorize stuff.
Yeah,
So I used it because I had to memorize all the amino acids and like what they look like.
dude, okay, so I was stumbling across Instagram. This is when I knew that anybody who goes to college now is cooked.
Yeah.
So not you specifically, but just the general population of
Yeah.
people that are like, why am I in college?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you heard of PDFs to brain rot?
No, I have not.
Oh my god. Okay, so on TikTok, Instagram, they have those videos of like the Minecraft parkour.
Yes.
And then they have the subtitles of like some random story.
Right. Yeah.
Or it's like split screen, whatever.
Yeah.
So you can if you have to read a long article
Yeah.
for school,
Mm-hmm.
you can copy and paste the PDF
Mm-hmm.
and it'll make a short form video for you.
What?
Yes, dude.
That's
If
bad.
you look it up,
That's bad.
it's insane. I've seen it twice now, and
Yeah.
like each video has gotten like over 100,000 likes.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
That's
bro,
bad.
if I'm gonna go to the doctor now,
Yeah.
and I find out in college this is what these people were doing,
Yeah.
or
That's
in med
bad.
school,
That's bad.
like, bro, I'm not.
That's so bad.
I can guarantee you now, when we grow older, and
Yeah.
like people our age are like now doctors and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Once we go to the doctor,
Yeah.
we're gonna see such a difference between doctors now and
Oh,
those
100%.
people.
I mean, it's also like, but the thing is, just like in med school specifically, it's like, so the how it works in the medical field, like if you're studying it, is that the first 4 years, so your undergrad,
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to weed you out. Like you're supposed to like quit it,
Trying to make you quit.
trying to make you quit.
Yeah,
These
it's like
classes
Hell
are
Week.
impossibly hard.
Yeah.
Like the main weed out classes are like the general chemistry classes, organic chemistry class, the class I've already taken, biochemistry, cell biology, like all these like really hard like science classes.
Yeah.
So after you get past that, medical school is where they try to keep you in because you've learned the content already.
Yeah.
It's just so fast paced to where you can't even AI any of this stuff. You have to actually understand what's going
It's
on.
so technical and
It's so technical. Like
yeah.
for example, like this is one of the questions that was in the so there's different residencies and you have to take an exam to pass the residency and to become an attending and make money. It's
Yeah.
called a step 2.
Right.
So one of the step 2 exams was on our biochem, like my biochem worksheet.
Mm-hmm.
And the step 2 exam was like, a patient came in with so it gives you scenarios. Patient came in with this, and this. He is having trouble breathing. Every time he exercises, he feels a lot of pain in his arteries. He's doing all this. You get a CBC, you get you get his blood count, you get his T cell count, you order all these tests, all that stuff, and then you send his thing to patho. The patho comes back, and then it says there's a certain part of his blood cell that shows you something different. What is it? So it's very specific.
Yeah.
So you can't chat GPT that because it's a
Yeah.
full patient case.
Right. Yeah, that's
Sickle cell anemia.
uh,
Because you send it to patho. Patho comes back with like the thing.
you
and,
know
like,
a thing or two because you've seen a
seen a thing or two.
Yeah.
So like usually a red blood cell looks like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what a sickle is?
Sickle?
Yeah.
No.
So do you know? Okay. So do you know what a scythe is or a scythe? The thing that Death walks around with.
Oh yeah.
So think of that, but like the blades on both ends.
Oh okay.
So the sickle cell means that. So this is what a red blood cell looks like. Now think
Yeah.
of the blood cell,
Yeah.
but a really hard, sticky sickle, and
Oh.
and trillions of those just running around your body. Yeah,
So it actually like hurts. To
hurts.
have
It physically hurts.
Dang.
So that's where that comes from.
and it's actually like shaped like that blade.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I'll even show you. Like after this, I'll show you. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Bro wants it now.
Yeah. But yeah, like
Wow.
like back to what we were talking about. Like if you get into med school, the doctors won't be cooked out. I promise you that.
I
Just
hope-
because
I
like
hope not.
it's just because how fast paced it is. It's impossible to cheat. It's almost impossible to cheat.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
And there's also so many exams. So like after your M2 year, so
Yeah.
after your first 2 years of med school,
Yep.
you take the step 1.
Yep.
So then after the second 2 years, you take step 2.
Okay.
You have to pass both of those, otherwise you restart or you get kicked out of med school, and now you're stuck with that debt. Then
Damn,
after
bro.
that, yeah,
So you could be like hundreds of like over 100 grand in debt, and you're just kicked out.
200,000 in debt. You can be up to 600,000 in debt,
and be kicked out.
be kicked out, just like that.
That's so scary.
Yeah,
That's
isn't
so
that crazy?
scary.
And then, so then after you're done with that, then a school, like or not school, a hospital has to choose you out of all the people. It's called a match.
Mm-hmm.
So if you match with that school, now you have 4 years of residency, 3 years of residency, whatever it is. After that residency is done, you have to take a board exam. So that board exam is basically the exam you have to take to pass to become an attending physician and make that money.
Mm.
And then after that, you have to do continuing education courses and take those exams. So you're always learning something.
That's so wild.
It's so many exams. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I'm so glad I never got into any of that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd probably walk in.
Me too.
I'd probably walk in and just be like, yeah, nah.
If you walked into my biochem class, you'd be like, what is hemoglobin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even think it's like a college. Like,
Yeah.
I'd probably think it's like an actual like like a place where you guys are cooking up some shit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man. What are we at?
9:34.
Just hit the 40-minute mark.
Yeah. Um.
You know what sucks? You know what's
What?
weird too is like,
What?
you know how long ago we were coaching your little brother's team,
Yeah.
and now like, it was like a few weeks ago. I like got an email about like Pop Warner and stuff,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was like, why am I still getting like updates and stuff? Like,
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
dude, I don't know what it is. How many emails do you have unread?
Unread?
Yeah, like
Oh,
if
are you sure you want to read that? My
like,
phone's over there, but
oh, okay.
I
Well,
know
not
I know
not
the approximate number.
what is yours?
Take a guess.
Is it a 4 digit or 5 digit?
5 digit.
5 digit. I'm gonna guess like 20,000.
Yeah, around there. It's like 17,000.
17.
Yeah.
See, I was at 10 on like the Apple Mail
Yeah.
app, but
Oh, that's
now
not including Apple Mail. That's my Gmail because I have like 6 Gmail accounts.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Gmail has over 7,000,
Yeah. I gotta open my email.
which is like for me as a person, I hate seeing like that little notification icon,
Me too.
but it's just so excessive with email that
It's
it's
just because
just
of
like
all promos
it's
for the
all
most part.
promos, yeah. And then like I'll go on it like after not being on it for a day or two,
Yeah.
and it'll be like, oh, unsubscribe from Nike, blah blah. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
bet.
Right.
Like, yeah, man.
Speaking of, Black Friday's coming up.
You know, here's the thing. Before we talk about Black Friday,
Yeah.
I've been so like in like just getting parts for the vet,
Mm-hmm.
I like almost forgot. I'm like, oh wait, Christmas is coming around. I have to
Yeah.
shop for other people now. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm like starting to think about like, all right, I gotta save and start getting people gifts and all that. So
Yeah. But Black Friday, this is the most underrated thing, even though I don't celebrate Christmas. But buy your Christmas gifts during Black Friday.
oh, 100%.
Like
My mom's already started buying like little stocking stuffers.
that's what I'm saying. Cause like, dude,
she's
they
already
raised the
started.
prices, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And honestly, Black Friday isn't even Black Friday anymore.
It's Cyber Monday
And
basically.
it's that,
Yeah.
and also, I don't know about like with Walmart and Target, all these
Yeah.
other places, but
Right.
Amazon is already having deals the 21st through
Oh
the
yeah,
29th.
I've seen that.
It's like an entire week long thing, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, what?
Not even that,
Which
dude.
is, I think it's way
The
better.
deals are terrible now,
Oh yeah,
dude. It went
they're
from
garbage.
Dude, do you remember? Okay, this is like for people that were born like 2004. Yeah, basically 2000 from like 1990 all the way to like 2005, right?
Yeah.
We used to like wait in line at 3 a.m. after Thanksgiving
Oh yeah.
to get into the mall for a 90% off TV
Yeah.
or like
90% off like brand new TV.
yes, brand new TVs.
Yeah.
And like people used to like throw hands, fight, all that
I
stuff,
miss them
dude.
days, dude.
Oh my god, dude. I remember, oh my god, like the craziest Black Friday story I have is like we literally stayed so people were camped
Mhm.
right after they're done with Thanksgiving, like they watched the game, they ate, whatever, cleaned up.
Yeah.
It's like 10 o'clock at that time for people like that.
Mhm.
Then they literally had tents
Yeah.
outside of the mall
Yes.
right next to
bro.
our house.
I remember that.
And we went, like me and my family went, and we were literally, and it was just like the younger group. So it was just like me and like the people that are like 20 plus
Yeah.
and like all the way to like 30.
Uh-huh.
And we're chilling there. We're waiting. Okay, they open the doors. We sprint in there. Dude, there's a guy that literally lifts up the freaking the metal thing to get into like the shoe store and then
Mhm.
just like slides underneath and grabs every single pair. And they're like fighting over it.
Especially them J's too,
Dude,
bro.
oh my god. And
Bro, people would die over the shoes.
and this was like
That's
before
crazy.
resellers too. Like these were
Yeah.
people I would actually wear them too.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's Black Friday isn't because and here's the thing, they make shittier deals, but then they expand the time.
Right.
So now people aren't like, oh, I have to get the super good deal only for this 24-hour period. It's
Right.
all right, I'm gonna get the semi all right deal for a week long period.
Yeah.
And even after Black Friday, you got Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I feel like the Cyber Monday deals are a lot better.
oh yeah.
But best place to go is the outlet mall. Because
Yes.
dude, they stack deals.
yes.
Like specifically like when we
because
go
they're already on deals anyways.
all the time.
And then they're adding on the Black Friday and it's
Like
yeah,
Eddie Bauer, like they have really good jackets, like a puffer jacket. And I was
Mhm.
looking at one, and when we went,
Bauer.
yeah, it's like the puffer jackets. It's a designer, and when we went, it was like 40% off. when I looked at the Black Friday sale, because like they don't announce their Black Friday sales until Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and their Black Friday sale was like 75 to 80% off all clothing.
Bro, yes. And then Tommy Hilfiger too.
Yeah.
They have crazy deals at the outlet mall too.
That's what I'm saying. So like
I haven't
best
been
place
there
to
in so
go.
long. We gotta go shopping there, low key.
Hey, you trying to go Black Friday?
Uh,
Unless you're busy.
I'll be in Colorado.
Oh yeah, I
I
forgot.
will be in
I forgot.
Colorado, so I don't think we'll have to do anything for that because I leave the 24th, which is Sunday. I'll come back the 30th. Is that the 30th?
My brother comes in too. Youngest.
Yeah.
He comes in next Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Saturday, I mean, we can still make an episode, and then
Yeah.
Sunday I'll just be there, and we can upload. I can upload it then.
Right.
Um. So yeah, I'll be out there for Black Friday, but trying to think.
Cause I'm gonna be gone. Okay, so my finals week is
Could
the
do
week.
something for Cyber Monday. I don't know.
Yeah, the week of the 13th.
Yeah.
So Black Friday, all that stuff happens. Then December, that's like December 3rd-ish. December 2nd is Monday,
Yeah.
and then the week after is December 8th through the 13th. I fly back the 13th.
Okay.
So
Yeah, December 2nd is Monday.
yeah, and then my birthday's on Tuesday.
Yeah, yeah. Um, could probably go to do something 23rd. I'm sure there's gonna be Black Friday deals.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, dude, there's Black Friday deals like now.
Yeah,
Like now it's and black dude, the deals are just not good. It's just like
they're so bad now.
because they were always like 85% or higher off on like a single item.
Now it's like
super like has a lot
yeah,
of value money wise,
yeah.
but now it's just like
Now you see it's like 15% off if you
yeah,
have a purchase of 30 plus.
yeah, take like at the most now it's like 60% off,
Yeah.
but you have to buy like after like three after if you buy three or more of that item,
I hate that,
and
dude.
it's just like bro, I don't need three washing machines, bro.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like seriously. But yeah, dude, like Black Friday sucks now. One thing I'm excited for, and I've been waiting ever since this cut, has been Thanksgiving.
yeah,
Because I did a little bit of a cheat yesterday and today, but like it was still in the calorie range that I have.
yeah,
So like yesterday I had like a big bag of Skinny Pop, which is only 600 calories, which is crazy. It's like literally like a share size bag, and the full bag 600 calories.
that's crazy.
And like a small bag, like if you get like this small bag of like any other chip, like hot Cheetos or anything like that, that's 900 calories.
Yeah, it's so bad.
So I had the whole thing is Skinny Pop, and then bro, I've been hooked on these like they're called like they're made by a certain company called like the Toll House or something like that, and they're called the Milanos, dark chocolate Milanos, fire. But yeah, I've been eating those. I had Halo Top ice cream, which is 300 calories per pint, and then today I had a Costco pizza, which is 700 calories with 44 grams of protein.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, fire. Those are so good.
The mint ones, the mint chocolate,
No, I have not.
so good. Mint chocolate Milanos, fire.
I gotta try that
That's-
next time I cheat.
Best cookies ever.
But yeah, like I haven't gone. So like I started my cut again when I hit 190. So I was like, that was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago,
Oh, okay.
week and a half.
Yeah, I just started getting back in the gym a week ago. I was off the gym for like 2.5 months.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, I gotta get back in, and it was because of football. I
Right.
was just so
you just have
burnt
no
out,
time.
literally, and yeah, it sucked. But now football season's over. I'm back in the gym,
Yeah,
so
time to get big.
yeah, bro, the winter arc.
You trying to? Are you bulking? Or are you just maintaining?
I'm just
Just trying to get
eating
big.
hella protein and just going to the gym. I'm
Yeah.
not working. I'm not worried about bulking, like, cause I have such a high metabolism. All
Yeah.
I have to do is just eat high protein and work out, and I will gain muscle.
Yeah.
Like that's just how my body works, and it's just like I'm not bulking, or obviously I shouldn't cut. Like,
Yeah.
that wouldn't,
Right.
if there's anything, it's only bulking.
Yeah.
And then I'll cut, but I'm not even worried about like putting on all
Yeah.
this weight and just eating all these calories. Like I'll just
All right.
eat high protein meals, eggs, avocado, like beef, chicken,
Yeah.
potatoes, all this, and then I'll just work out, like
Yeah.
literally just work out. But also, and with that, I have to make sure I get a good workout because I just drink a lot of water, especially during my workout. That there's times where I'll wake up the next day and I
Yeah.
won't feel sore, and I'll be like disappointed in myself because
Right.
it's like, why aren't I feeling sore?
Yeah.
That's how I gauge if I have. There's two things I gauge if I'm doing better, like for my body, is if I'm filling up my shirts just
Or if
with
you're
my
just sore.
body, yeah, or and I'm sore.
Yeah.
That made no sense. But if I'm sore, I know I had a good workout,
Yeah.
and I'm just filling in like my shirts, like my tighter kind of black shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are starting to just feel a little bit more tighter.
Yeah.
Or like these shirts, these are just regular black shirts,
Mm-hmm.
but they're a little bit looser. So I'm starting to feel if I'm starting to fill these in, then I know I'm making progress.
Right.
I already went on the scale. I've already gained 4 pounds in
There you go.
2 weeks. Like
There you go.
it's literally just as long as I work out and just eat high protein, like
Yeah.
I'll gain weight.
Right.
So.
That's clutch. Because for me, I'm on the opposite spectrum, like where I can gain weight so easily. Like
Yeah.
literally, I checked my weight. So I checked my weight yesterday. In the morning. So before I started my cheat day,
Mm-hmm.
I was at 185, 186, right? And so my cut calories are like 2100. So 2100 the day, but I had a 1200 calorie workout.
Yeah.
So I had basically 4000 calories to eat. Like just to play around with basically, right? So I ended up using up to where I only had 300 calories left. So like still eat 300 calories, but I was
Mhm.
like, no, I'm so full, like I can't do it anymore. Check my weight again. I gained 3 pounds that day. So I went from 186 to 189,
That's
and
wild.
like I literally lost all my progress for the week.
That's crazy.
So I already know like that's only just because I'm bloated, whatever. I like
Yeah.
that you can poop that out and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like biggest thing for me is just like if I eat something, I already know I'm bloated. I'm gonna gain weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, if there's any just no, if there's like no progress, then it's just like, or if I'm going back, I
yeah.
like have to miss like a week or so.
Right.
And then I'll like if I lose a couple pounds, then it's like okay, it takes that much for me to like go back.
Yeah.
If I miss a day, like I'll just feel very ashamed of myself
Yeah.
mentally and emotionally, but like physically it won't really do anything, but I'll
Yeah.
just be pissed off.
See, for me, it's mixed both. I'm ashamed of myself, but also the skill is ashamed of me.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Got like 52, so
We talked about a lot.
yeah, we did. So I mean, pretty much, coach football
Yep.
moved away from me.
Big move.
Yeah, big move,
Big move.
literally. And new job, school.
New school, same school.
Yeah, same school. New school, but same school.
New school, same school. New classes, same school. There you go.
Yeah, I'll say that. That's all I got.
I'm good.
Uh, next week then.
Yep. Next week. Oh, there you go. That's the announcement we're gonna make. So,
What was the announcement?
like obviously in season 1, we took it a lot more serious, obviously, just because like
Yeah.
we were treating it as like a business because that's what it was at the time.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about it, like I made my money back with like all the stuff that we bought.
Yeah.
I made the investment, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was so stressful already as it was. So we're just doing this more just because it's a hobby and it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So don't expect an episode a week. But if it is every week,
Yeah.
expect like have fun. But
If we got the time and we want to do it, which believe me, we really do want to do this.
it's so fun.
It's fun for us.
Yeah.
We like it's good experience. It's we're getting comfortable saying and talking in front of a camera.
Right.
And just getting to know just technology and software and all that. So
Yeah.
it'll probably be like 95% every week.
Yeah.
But
100%.
there might be a week or two, maybe 3 that we don't upload. I mean, obviously when I'm gone for Colorado, we may not upload that week,
And then when I'm gone,
we may not upload that week.
Yeah.
But I would,
yeah, like I mean, just like
yeah,
take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
No, it's just a disclaimer.
yeah. So I guess we're all done for this episode. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.